Okay, go.
Another error of law on intake with the child abductor's case was that she had too insignificant a relationship to give facts required by law to hold a custody hearing. And so we see here that this is a recurring issue between cases. Brian K. Wold, the practitioner, the psychological practitioner who had become involved with the case between the parents, he had since been determined that he was a significant threat to public health and safety by the Virginia Board of Professional Licensure. So he was not involved with the case. He did not do an evaluation, but he was allowed to testify in court as if he had. Virginia Court Judge Brown ultimately reaffirmed that the CPS allegations made by the unsubstantiated allegations made by guardian ad litem Pierre and Brogno when he violated the standards, they were unfounded. Judge Brown admitted that, but failed to correct the custody reversal that was based on the allegations. In the case with Dolly, the petitioner, Dolly Kirschman, never entered an initial petition in the court of record. So here we have another recurring issue between the first case and the second. And Dolly Kirschman's petition should have been dismissed and the child immediately brought home when she failed to enter an initial petition, but the child was not returned. Appeal with Dolly, here again was the second time around. We went verbatim down the facts required by law to have a hearing, and the court crossed them all out with the guardian ad litem arguing these facts weren't presented at trial, but here again, these facts were not required to be presented at trial. They were required to be on file in order to hold the trial. So basically you're arguing that you held an illegal custody hearing and that the Court of Appeals shouldn't look at the facts of the case and correct the errors because you held an illegal case. They should then hold an illegal appeal. When the case went to the Virginia Supreme Court and they refused to hear it, my initial response was, are they criminally insane? And the clerk told me that every judge on the Virginia Supreme Court made this determination. And my question was then, is every judge on the Virginia Supreme Court criminally insane?